Hello everybody, and welcome to Wheel Trouble's Let's Play Riven, Episode 3. In the last episode, we had finally gotten into the little underwater cart here, and we have just started exploring. And as I had said previously, we are going to go ahead and follow the right-hand path as much as possible. The first path we had done, we had managed to extend all of the bridges out. Now we are just exploring the bottom here, which is where we're picking up. Is it just me, or does this look a lot like the submarine ride that used to be at Disneyland? More of the nifty underwater effect here. Now to jump out the top and see where we are at. Okay. We have a hut at water level. Interesting. So I'm guessing the students have to come along this way? Because this certainly looks like either a church or a schoolroom. Let's see what this little thing does here.
Terekoi Danni, Kibayem Revat, Arroyem Betig Tavom, Gabodona Gayem. Ram.
No, we never get the translation. I'm sorry. Love the little tusked whale motif. I'm guessing along the wall we have the different letters of the alphabet. They don't really come into play here unless you really want to get bored and try to decipher this little tablet. I'm not that bored. This thing here on the other side, though, does have my interest. Seems to be a game the kids play. This would be a good time to break out the notepad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, write that down. We have 7 for that symbol. And then let's go ahead and give it another spin. One, 2. Okay, so that curved line on the left signifies 2. So I have a hunch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that symbol is 3. One, 2, 3, of course. That horizontal line I am betting is a 5, because 5 plus 2 is 7. If you remember all the 5 signatures, 2. Okay, so there's 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I'm right, that horizontal line is 5 and the vertical line is another 1. Meaning that this is a base 5 number system. The number 5 is very important to the people of Riven. One, 2, 3, 4. And that's that little box in the lower right corner to signify 4. 1. So I was right there. The vertical line is 1. So that horizontal line is definitely 5. So we have our 5 base numbers. But let's go ahead and play through this a few more times just to make sure we're absolutely right and that we have an understanding of this. Not only that, but we also want to see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we didn't have enough. We want to see what happens when we get past 9. Because in a base 5 number system, that's when you would have the number 20. 1. Okay, we already know this is 6. There are plenty of base 5 calculators online, so there's a lot of things if you need to translate, that's where I would recommend going. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this trying to translate them for you. I'm just going to read off the digits anytime the Dedeen numbers come up, okay? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. No surprises there. The problem is this is completely random. So testing this out could take a while. Given this number system, I'm trying to see how they rotate everything before moving on to another digit. This, of course, is 7. That gave us absolutely nothing to go on, but that would probably be an 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so what they do when they finally have to keep counting, they essentially rotate counterclockwise. So the counterclockwise numbers would be what we would consider a tens digit, the regular would be the ones digit. So we've got everything we need here. Back down into our little boat, and let's see what other trouble we can get into. Alright, let's see where we wound up here. Okay, this is certainly interesting. Definitely ceremonial in nature. Ceremonial. Sorry. A little tongue-tied tonight. And again, we're trying to follow that right-hand path. I don't actually have this mapped out yet. Okay, so that is obviously some kind of periscope. Oh good, now we have a shortcut to the walkway should we need it. End of this line, so let's get turned around. Looks like something floating in the water there. Shame we can't get to it. And spin ourselves back around. As we further get to enjoy the ride here. And we are back where we started. There's that little schoolhouse, the ceremonial thing in the periscope, and the village. Next we're going to see what we can do with the ceremonial thing. Maybe we can use it to ascend. Interesting note about this, they do have what's known as a zip feature. I'm not going to use it. But what the zip feature did is, on the straight line shots, where there really was no reason to turn around unless you really wanted to, it would pop up with a little lightning bolt icon where your mouse cursor is. And that would let you actually go till you reached a node that had multiple splits. You know, any node that had more than 2 ways in and out. Now we finally get to explore down here. Let's go left. And another tusked whale thing. Common theme on this island, isn't it? Nice little hidden button. Into the belly of the beast, as it were. Yay, lots of buttons and switches. Let's see. This lever controls the mouth. And let's see. Going up. Looks like there's a third position to this. We have the top, the middle, and you can tell by the wear marks there is a bottom. Obviously the blue button we think is a call button for those ship things. The roller coasters. Let's just call them roller coasters. And we have a spinny dome. That's what was making all the noise, for those of you wondering. That and the geothermal vent. You'll notice that most of those symbols are gray. There is one yellow one. That's going to be the one we need to pay attention to. It's going to be a thematic element throughout the game here. So we need to get over to that part of the bridge. So we're going to go along here, hang a left, end of the walkway. Now if it looks kind of like a weird eyeball thing, that's how I relate to it too. Now we're looking for a yellow one, and we're going to try to click it on the yellow one. But first, write down what that shape was. Did you guys catch it? I know it was quick. These all will be. The sad thing is the lighting on this one is the worst. Nice golden color. Let's go ahead and get spun around and take a closer look at that. See what the point of it is. And another lock. Hiding a linking book, so at least we're making some progress. 25 positions, 5 sliders. So we'll have to keep our eyes out for that. And did you notice how all of the numbers are subdivided by 5? There's that guard tower. Let's go ahead and go up. Spooky looking throne. And let's try... That lever doesn't do anything, so it must be this one. It's the 90s and they still paid attention to shadows. Okay, so this lever closed the platform. That's all we have up here. So let's go ahead and go back down, and we're going to see what we can do now that we can stand on that platform. It really is a shame they didn't give this the same kind of treatment they did real Mist. Or Mist with the real Mist treatment. We're only going to go down the one notch for now. Because, again, the goal we have right now is we just want to get to that platform. It would be wonderful to know the actual mythos of this culture. Who do we have here? Don't worry, little munchkin, I don't bite. That was random. Sword sticking out of the ground. I don't see anything special about this place, but we'll see. Keep following the path. Still nothing special. It's pretty, but nothing special. Alright. Leave this area back through the deforested forest. The forest couldn't run fast enough. Once again, we get to wait for these guys to leave. Guy and girl, I assume. Maybe. Spun too far there. Sorry. And now that we have this kind of mapped, I'm not going to do the whole right-hand path. I'm going to follow the left until I see that skeleton cage-looking thing for the... I guess it's a gallows system, where they just drown the person. See, we can actually even see the gallows system from here. There's no left options that we can see, so we should just be able to go forward, just in case. Yeah. Slow crawl up. Here we go. Much better. Okay, we have a handle. Let's try this out. Okay, straight out into Creepy Town. I'm guessing that's for your arms? If you're the prisoner? Let's hope we don't find ourselves on the receiving end of that, shall we? Mind your step, it's a long way down. Spooky. Hello. Don't worry, I'm here to bust you out. Nothing left to do but wait for the animatic to finish. But yes, trying to retrieve him is going to be our primary goal here. Any not a friend of Gen is a friend of mine. Notice the number 5 in the middle? The books will answer that. Okay, we've let him out. Why isn't he charging out of the door? Where is he? Well, let's see what this does. This is the only thing in the room. Oh. Clever. Wow, it's dark in here. We're going to have to do something about that. And no, brightening the monitor is not helping. And the monitor I'm currently playing this on doesn't exactly have the world's greatest of contrast resolutions. It's a very, very old Dell monitor. But it's the right aspect ratio, so things aren't all stretched and distorted, which is nice. Because it allows me to actually run this as full screen inside the emulation window. Find that last marble, if there is one. For those of you wondering why I'm calling them marbles, if you haven't already, I do highly recommend reading the Book of Tiana. And at this point, yes, you could even very well start the Book of Atris, and there really wouldn't be too terribly many spoilers in it. Just do not read the Book of Denis yet. Okay, we have another combination system that we have absolutely no clue about. We have all these random animals. Okay. We're going to have to come back to this later. Yeah, because I have absolutely no clue where to start with that. Cover our tracks just in case. I'm going to leave the lights on though. With the handle sticking out, we're not exactly covering our trace very much, are we? It'd be fun to sit here and just fish. I don't even fish and I would enjoy it. Checking around for anything hidden that we might have missed. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave that for later. There are bad endings to this game, by the way, so you do have to actually be careful with it. For the sake of storyline continuity, I'm only going to show the good ending. And that's where we'll leave off for this episode. See you guys in episode 4. Wheel Trouble out.